When we suffer, part of us asks a question. Why are these bad things happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? Why do bad things happen to good people? When someone in our life is suffering, why would God allow this to happen? Why is there suffering on planet Earth? If there's a good God, why does He allow suffering? Well, we're going to answer that question today. The real reason for suffering on planet Earth. Why is there sickness? Why is there famine? Why is there hunger? Why is there injustice? Why do these things happen? Well, the false assumption is that the world, this is a fact, the world is full of suffering. And yes, God created the world, but the false assumption is, therefore, God is the one to blame for the suffering. Or an atheist would say, it just proves there is no God, because if there was a God, He would get rid of the suffering. So that's a false assumption that God is the one to blame for all the suffering in the world, or that there is no God. What's the true explanation? Well, yeah, God created the world, but He created the world good. Again and again in Genesis 1, it says, God looked at what He created and said, it's good. It's good. It's good. There was no sorrow when God created the world. There was no suffering, no sin. There was no sickness, no death, no dying, no injustice, no illness, no thorns or thistles or no poison, no death. God created the world good. But God did something. He created humans with the ability to choose. God did not make us robots who automatically loved Him. God made us free will people with the ability to choose whether we're going to love Him or not, whether we're going to obey Him or not, whether we're going to serve Him or not. So God, in His bigness, created humans with the ability to make choices. The problem is people chose evil. Adam and Eve chose, God had one rule: don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And they broke it. They ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. We've proven the same thing. We break God's rules. We disobey God's laws. We do our own thing. We do what looks good to us, what we think is going to make us feel better, what's going to give us more authority or power or control. Just like Adam and Eve, we would choose evil as well. Well, Adam and Eve chose evil. What happened? Their choice brought evil into the world. From that moment on, this glorious garden, paradise, the Garden of Eden, they were removed from it. Adam had to work hard. There was now difficulty. There was famine. There was flood in the world. There was sickness. There was illness and cancer and death. Animals now that used to get along together, now they fought one another. They fought us. Snakes, poisonous. But insects bite us. The whole creation groaning, it says, waiting redemption, waiting restoration. The whole Pandora's box was open and evil flooded into the world as Satan felt that he now had the authority to be the God of this world, the prince of the power of the air, and as he was in control, evil reigned. So the question this brings us to is not why do bad things happen to good people? The question really is, why do good things happen to bad people? Because none of us, apart from Jesus, is completely morally good. We've all disobeyed God. We've all sinned. So why does God allow so many good things to happen to us, bad people? Why do we have air? Why do we have water? Why does God give us family and friends and the church and salvation? Because God loves us. God does good things for bad people. He did the best thing for us you could possibly do. We're worried about suffering and sin, and Jesus took all the suffering and all the sin and died for us on the cross. The truly good person suffered the greatest evil so that us, bad people, can suffer the greatest good, ultimately eternity in heaven where there's no sorrow, no sickness, no suffering, no disease, no debt. So, when you're wondering why bad things happen to good people, instead of questioning God, it would be better to thank God for all the blessings He has given you and all the blessings God is producing in you and for you and through the suffering that you're experiencing right now. Go to God. Go to God and say these words, God, I thank you for, and just start filling in the blank with as many things as you can possibly come up with. And you'll find that God is so big and so good that He does a lot of good things through the bad things that happen to us. I'm Dave Earley. Love for you to continue to study with us as we talk about why bad things happen to good people. You can follow us on Facebook or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. God bless you.